everyone, and welcome back to Zoodesia! We are actually here at the Sunflower Pavilion, admiring the beautiful sunflowers and preparing for another very special side quest! This is going to be awesome! We have another amazing new zookeeper that we are going to meet, greet, and invite to the zoo! And she's actually going to be here on Zoodesia grounds, which is so much fun! I love watching our zoo come to life, it's just so exciting! But first things first, you know what occurred to me? Oh, I love the fact that when we are standing inside of our adorable little gazebo now, we are staring straight out at a dinosaur skeleton. Somehow that is just so completely fitting. In fact, do I have a sign anywhere? Yeah. Wow, I really didn't expect that answer to be yes, that I had a sign. So I'm thinking we'll put a little sign right. We don't want it too close, but we don't want it too far. Yeah, right here is probably good. And we're gonna say let's see. Littlefoot is actually over at Calf and Lubot's Dinosaur Park, which you guys saw with me when we went and toured it. That was so exciting. So they have an identical dinosaur skeleton that they call Littlefoot. And then we have Minifoot, who is the dinosaur that I've got in my bedroom over at the Dino Park. I've decided to name it Minifoot just now. So this one is going to be Bigfoot. So this is Bigfoot. In fact, we're going to put that in quotes. Bigfoot. Donated by, let's see. Oops. You know what? Let's knock it down because I like to make these signs nice and even. Because this is an awesome present from Calf and Lubot. So we're going to go Bigfoot. Donated by Calf and Lubot. There we go. Nice. I like it. You guys. I think that this is a wonderful addition to our zoo. Absolutely fantastic. And so far, everybody in the barnyard, other than our awful mishap that we had this morning with the quagga, in case you guys don't know, we lost Peacevine. But don't worry, we still have Peacevine's DNA safely tucked away right over here. So when we go over to the horse meadows, we will breed Peacevine the second from one of our Mo Creatures horses, as none of the peppers can carry the quagga embryos, as they are all Mo Creatures horses. Alright, so actually, you know what? It's been a very long time since I've harvested these sunflowers. So one moment as I indulge in gathering up some of these delicious sunflowers. Oh, I love sunflower seeds. They're so good, especially like when they're out of their shell, lightly toasted. You don't even have to add like salt on them and they're delicious. I love beans and nuts because they're just so yummy. Meow! You know, I really should find that cat a different home than our deer exhibit. So we'll have to think, where do you think the black cat that is hanging out in our deer exhibit should go live? Because I don't think the answer is the deer exhibit. Old Tell is great in the deer exhibit to help keep down rodents and make sure that they aren't eating our deer's food and things like that. But I think the cat isn't really like a rodent catching cat. Maybe there's someone in the Village of Light who would like that lovely black kitty. Do you need a new home, little kitty? Yeah, I think one of the villagers in the Village of Light would probably appreciate a new pet. So we'll have to think about who we could give that cat to. Because over here, in fact, you know what? We have not said hello to our lovely azalea keeper, Christina, in ages. Christina, how are you? How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, do you remember when we used to bring all of our piles of old dirt to sell to Christina so she could grow her beautiful azaleas? Maybe we need to take some azaleas to Calf and Lubot. They need some plants. Everyone, see, green azaleas go great with the jungle theme garden. Christina, you read my mind. So maybe we will pick up some green azaleas as a gift to Calf and Lubot pretty soon. That could be pretty fun. And also, where's Christina's cat? I hear it. Hi, baby. How are you doing, Spots? How are you doing, huh? Yeah, it's a good cat. All right, we're going to pop down here, and I'm going to introduce you guys now to our new zookeeper. I'm so excited. Oh, hello, dear. Wow, they actually moved for once. Holly, Bramble, you guys actually moved. That was amazing. Oh, and you know what we should probably add in the deer exhibit? An apple tree. Yeah, we'll do that sometime soon. See, on our side quest, we have a moment to catch our breath and then try to figure out what sort of maintenance and work we have to do around the zoo. All right, so let's come up here. And, oh, there's a lovely chocobo. And our new zookeeper is actually down here. Check her out. Check her out. She is working on our cougar exhibit as we have lost our cougar. Ouch. As we have lost our cougar, Maya, because she passed away of old age, we need to prepare our cougar exhibit so that we can get new cougars, or a new cougar, as they are solitary animals. They don't like to be in groups. They don't like having family members nearby. Like the deer. The deer enjoy having a big group, but not the cougars. The cougars like to be the only cat in the area. And in fact, look at this. Oh man, the view down here is great. It really, ooh, maybe what we need is to have not only that bridge, we want to knock out the duck exhibit to expand our cougar exhibit and build like a stone bridge going across. But maybe we not only need that stone bridge, we also need like a way to climb down so you can see from this perspective, maybe into that cave. Ooh, that's a great idea. That little path that we have going around there, like between the two exhibits, we could probably make that work so you can climb down some stairs and come over here. Or even a ladder. That would be awesome. But my friends, it is now time to introduce you formally to Cougar Keeper Adelaide. So hello Adelaide, it is so wonderful. You won the random generator for being the Cougar Keeper ages and ages and ages ago, and I have finally managed to find the time to come down here and add you in, just in time too, because we are getting ready to add our new cougar into the beautiful cougar exhibit. So let us get to know a little bit about Adelaide. She is pretty cool. She's checking out the slugs. We've got a lot of slugs and snails in here. We might need to fix that. But if you speak with Adelaide, let's see. I often find lots of fascinating mushrooms when I'm searching the forest for cougar tracks. Would you like some? So Adelaide will actually, she's really cool. She takes great care of the cougars that are under her protection, that she takes care of and cares for, and she will also give you some pretty cool items. So she'll give you some awesome mushrooms, just a bunch of different mushrooms that she finds when she goes into the forest around Zoodesia to collect different mushrooms so that, you know, to look for cougar tracks. That's what she goes to do. Adelaide goes off into the forest to hunt for cougar tracks and try to find where the mountain lions are hiding nearby Zoodesia, and she stumbles across a lot of mushrooms because when you're looking for tracks, you walk very slowly, you keep your eye out for any broken twigs or disturbed leaves, and when you do that, you can catch sight of a lot of the mushrooms that tend to be hiding too. And she also loves dotted blazing stars. It's just kind of a personal flower passion of hers, and there's a lot of them in the temperate forest that she's constantly searching in, so she can give you some dotted blazing stars too, which are really nice. They're very beautiful flowers. And of course, everyone loves a refreshing drink. All of our zookeepers here in Zoodesia, you'll find, really appreciate having a nice refreshing drink. So she will actually give you quite a bit of money for a strawberry smoothie, which is a very cooling, relaxing sort of drink to have. And because Adelaide is also in charge of taking care of our cougars, you can give her different items related to chicken, because chicken is one of the things that we feed our cougars here in the Zoodesia Zoo. Normally they eat deer in the wild, but as we don't want to alarm Holly and Bramble and Bambi over there, we mostly feed them chicken. So you can bring her some raw chicken and she'll give you some coins, or you can bring her some essence of chicken, which you can also feed to dinosaurs to make them grow. And that's really cool, actually. I think, like, look, so here's essence of chicken. And the way you make essence of chicken is that you get a whole bunch of glass bottles and you get some cooked chicken soup. And you can get the cooked chicken soup by cooking the raw chicken soup, and you get raw chicken soup by using a bucket and a raw chicken. So it's kind of a lot of steps, but what she does is what I actually spoke with a real life cougar keeper when I was visiting Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina. There was a real cougar there. In fact, there were a couple. If I can remember, I will put in a picture of them at the end of the video for just a second. But yes, so there were a couple cougars, and there was this girl who's about my age, and we got so excited talking about cougars. It was so much fun. And she talked about how they hide chicken scent. They will take chickens and they'll like rub the chicken, they'll rub the raw chicken up against the tree, and they'll like hide the chickens under rocks or like inside of the tree leaves. And they do that, and these are dead chickens, mind you, like we're talking about raw chicken that's already dead, like the kind that you would get from the grocery store. And they do that because it helps the cougars who are in their little cave. They're like, all right, time to start my cougar morning. And they'll stroll out once the zookeepers have finished taking care of their exhibit, and they'll be like, sniff, 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 sniff. I smell something. I smell something. What's this? It smells good right here. And they'll like claw at the tree to try to figure out why the tree smells like chicken. And then they'll roam around their exhibit, sniffing and searching in the grasses until they can find the chicken that the keepers have hidden for them. And that's very good. That's called enrichment for your animals. And all living creatures need some form of enrichment. So that's really, really good. Very exciting. And so Adelaide, that's what she does. That's one of her main jobs, is providing enrichment for her charge, which in this case is the cougar. So she will give you the essence, or she'll give you gold coins in exchange for the essence of chicken, and that's what she uses it for. Same thing with the raw chicken soup, and then she also just has to maintain the exhibit. So she'll trade you some gold coins in return for a hay bale, or in return for some vines. So that's always very useful. Also, it's almost night, but I think we should be okay down here. Adelaide, I'm going to add in a few torches for you just in case. We will replace these torches with glowworms when I go get Her Majesty the Glowworm Queen, or the Moonworm Queen, excuse me. Is she snoozing? Yeah, we left the Moonworm Queen snoozing appropriately. And let's see, do I have any shears? Because she also, Adelaide will give you a book about cougars. So let's see if I can get up. You know, those vines aren't going to grow back, so now I feel bad. Alright, I'm going to put those vines back, and we're going to get the vines that will grow back. Alright, there's one there, one here, and we'll see if we can get enough vines. The books you can get from our zookeepers are very cheap. They're almost always just like 4 coins. Yeah, that one will grow back too. Watch out, Adelaide, I don't want to trim your hair by accident. That would be so bad. Alright, this one will grow back, and this one will grow back. There we go, 12 vines. There we go. But yeah, you can also help her maintain the exhibit if there's too many vines by coming in here and carefully trimming them. You don't want to trim too many because then you might take off too much and like denude the exhibit, which would be so sad. Because cougars especially like to have dense, thick forests to hide in, which we're about to learn about. So let's grab our book from Adelaide. There you go, Adelaide. Gonna pop in these gold coins, grab the Cougar Basics book. Oops, where'd my gold coins go? I threw them on the ground and I picked them back up. Good, good, good. And let's see what else she has said. I am in charge of tending to the cougar exhibit and watching after our lovely cats. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me or check the informational books we have in the chest at the front of the exhibit. Which we will. We don't have it right now, but we're going to put, just like with every single exhibit in Zoodesia, because, you know, no spoilers, but it might soon be time for you guys to have a chance to download and wander Zoodesia. Something special may be coming up for our 1-year anniversary, not like I told you guys any hints or anything. Cough, 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 cough. But the goal of this zoo is always, always, always education! Education! Because I am a teacher! Do you hear that? Grr, I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna teach you guys while you're having fun. The horror! The horror! But, yes, so that's our goal. And there's going to be chests in front of every exhibit so that you can come in and you can read about the animals, the real-life facts about the animals. So this is going to be pretty fun. And this is one of the books that you can get about the cougar. So let's stare up at the pretty moon and read our book. Cougar 101. Cougars are large wild cats that live throughout the Americas. In fact, they are the largest of all wild land animals in the Americas. Cougars can be found across 2 continents and many countries, so they have many names that they are known by. You may have heard of the mountain lion, puma, panther, painter, mountain cat, or catamount. These are all names for the cougar. Cougars are large land predators that love areas with lots of rocks and thick forest, though they will hunt in open areas if they need to. Cougars are carnivores that must eat meat to survive. What they eat varies depending on where they live, but their most common prey is deer. In fact, cougars in the northern part of North America have diets that are nearly 99% deer. However, cougars in South America have other predators to compete with, like jaguars and wolves, so they tend to eat much more of smaller prey such as beavers, rabbits, and even prickly porcupines. Occasionally, cougars will raid farmland and eat the fattened livestock farmers are raising, which causes a lot of conflict with humans and results in increased hunting of cougars. Cougars can get quite large. Fully grown males can be nearly 8 feet, which is 2.5 meters for those of you not in the US, in length and weigh over 200 pounds. Cougars are ambush predators, which means they like to very quietly stalk their prey in thick underbrush before jumping out to make that killing blow with a swift, powerful bite to the back of the neck. Usually, a full-grown cougar must eat one deer every 2 weeks to maintain its health. And I did do a little bit of extra reading that told me that in a lot of areas where there's other big predators like bears or the wolves, the cougars and the wolves and the bears often fight over a dead prey item. So one of the three will kill a deer and start munching on the deer. And then like the cougar or the wolves or the bear will catch the scent. And it's very common to have a little bit of conflict in those areas among those three awesome apex predators over that dead deer. So that happens quite a bit, and usually the wolves or the bear win over the cougar, unless it is a lone wolf or a young bear, in which case the cougar usually wins and even eats the wolves. So it's just very amazing to see how that competition, which is a big thing in the ecological health of an area, drives all the predators to fight over the deer like that. Let's see, female cougars usually give birth every 2 to 3 years to a litter of kittens. The litters are usually only as big as 2 kittens, but as many as 6 can be born. However, the average survival rate per litter is only 1 cougar kitten, making it to adulthood per litter. So basically that means that only 1 cougar kitten grows up into a cougar adult per litter, which is not very high survival rates. And there's a lot of factors that go into that, but it's just very difficult to make it as a predator. Cheetahs also have the same problem. They can have big litters, but usually only 1 cat makes it all the way to adulthood. Cougars are very solitary and have their own individual territories that can be anywhere from 50 to 400 miles in size. So when we do get our new cougar, you guys, then you guys are going to be like, oh, but they're lonely. Trust me, they're not. These guys really prefer having their own territory and their own space. So it's going to be quite fun when we do get a new cougar, though. There we go, just gathering up a few more blueberries. Hello, Adelaide. You know what? I think Adelaide might like some fresh blueberries. We might tweak your trades to do some fresh blueberry trades too, Adelaide. But welcome, Adelaide, and congratulations, and oh, got a little dizzy there. And welcome! And we are going to start changing the names of the keepers to like Cougar Keeper Adelaide. We also changed the names of our wonderful rabbit zookeepers. Not yet on the reptile zookeepers. We're working on that. Pop up here. Close the door. What is that? Oh, it's just a chocobo. I thought it was like some sort of monster. In fact, oh my gosh. Heckadoodle. Where? I hear slimes. What? Are you stuck? The guardian is stuck. He'll take care of it. I'm not worried. Those are slimes. He'll take care of them. But we are going to change the names of our absolutely amazing NPCs so it's a little more clear what they do. So now we have Rabbit Keeper Flora and Rabbit Keeper Fluffy Bunny. And oh my goodness, they've got so many more rabbits now. No breeding of the rabbits. In fact, in all the time that we've had our Bun-Buns, they have never bred. But they seem to be doing pretty good. Oh, Keeper Flora. Rabbits have incredible ears and can hear from very far away. Yes, yes they do. Oh, that's so good. But alright guys, so that is our awesome new Cougar Keeper. Oh my goodness. We are going to learn to light up the zoo. Like, we're going to replace all these torches with some nice, beautiful glowstone lanterns and things like that. There's a lot of work and maintenance that we're going to be doing to the zoo, including, let's see. Oh, do we actually still have a duck in here? We have a duck in here, you guys. Oh, my goodness. So we're also going to be moving that duck because we're going to be taking down this entire area. Cinnamon's bridge is going to come down and we're going to rebuild it over at the lake, and we're going to turn everything over here into part of the cougar exhibit. So that's going to be pretty awesome. All right, well, welcome Adelaide! Welcome to the group! We are almost caught up with our amazing NPCs. Oh my goodness. I can't wait because there's so many new jobs that we need to open. I've got to finish the first set though. Gotta finish the first set. But alright everybody, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and dawn is breaking over Zoodesia, our beautiful, beautiful world. I love it. I absolutely love it. Look at those beautiful butterfly. That beautiful butterfly down there. Oh, it's just so lovely. But I'm going to go harvest my essence berries and just check on how everything is going up there and get ready for tomorrow's hard day of work, moving all of our peppers to their new exhibit. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.